Science fiction has given us some of the most mind-bending, thought-provoking, and imaginative stories ever written, taking us to distant planets, alternate realities, and future worlds we can barely dream of. But behind every unforgettable story is a visionary author. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 must-read sci-fi authors of all time. The creative minds that have shaped the genre and forever changed how we think about the future. 1. Isaac Asimov. Isaac Asimov is one of the most influential writers in science fiction history. His Foundation series is often cited as a cornerstone of the genre, where he explores the rise and fall of civilizations and the future of human society. Asimov also created the iconic Robot series, introducing the 3 laws of robotics, which continue to influence how we think about artificial intelligence and ethical behavior today. His writing blends hard science with grand historical scope, making complex ideas accessible to a broad audience. Asimov's vision of the future was optimistic yet grounded in rationalism, which sets him apart. His prolific output, spanning hundreds of books, articles, and essays, cemented his legacy not only as a sci-fi legend, but as a thought leader in science and technology. Reading Asimov is essential for anyone interested in where speculative fiction meets scientific possibility. 2. Philip K. Dick. Philip K. Dick's work pushes the boundaries of reality, questioning the nature of existence, identity, and perception. Through famous works like Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, which inspired Blade Runner, and The Man in the High Castle, Dick frequently explored alternate realities and the impact of technology on human consciousness. His works often blur the line between what is real and what is imagined, forcing readers to question their own perceptions of truth and reality. Dick's novels and short stories often feature paranoia, authoritarian regimes, and simulations, reflecting a deep skepticism of technology and control systems. His speculative vision was far ahead of his time, predicting a world where virtual realities, corporate power, and government surveillance shape human lives. Dick's philosophical approach to sci-fi makes him essential reading for those intrigued by the human condition in an increasingly technological world. 3. Arthur C. Clarke. Arthur C. Clarke is best known for his epic space exploration narratives and visionary predictions about future technology. His novel 2001: A Space Odyssey, co-created with filmmaker Stanley Kubrick, is a landmark in both literature and cinema, exploring themes of artificial intelligence, space exploration, and the next phase of human evolution. Clarke's scientific background lent his work to a sense of realism, blending hard science fiction with philosophical depth. His Rendezvous with Rama series delves into first contact with alien civilizations, offering a nuanced look at humanity's place in the cosmos. Clarke's ability to blend wonder, technology, and deep questions about existence make his work timeless. He famously said, "Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic," a sentiment that echoes throughout his stories, where the unknown often becomes a portal to understanding the universe. 4. Frank Herbert. Frank Herbert's Dune is widely regarded as one of the greatest science fiction novels ever written. Set in a far future universe, Dune is more than a tale of space travel and futuristic technology. It's a deep exploration of politics, religion, ecology, and the human struggle for power. The desert planet Arrakis, the Freeman people, and the precious spice that fuels interstellar travel are all part of a richly detailed universe that feels utterly immersive. Herbert's writings are full of philosophical musings on leadership, environmentalism, and the consequences of power. His universe is complex and multi-layered, presenting a future where human culture has evolved, yet fundamental issues of governance and survival remain. Herbert's work influenced generations of writers and filmmakers, making him a key figure in science fiction's exploration of both human nature and the cosmos. 5. Ursula K. Le Guin. Ursula K. Le Guin is a master of speculative fiction, using sci-fi as a lens through which to explore complex social, political, and gender issues. Her Heinlein cycle of novels, including The Left Hand of Darkness and The Dispossessed, examines themes like gender fluidity, anarchism, and the human condition through the lens of alien societies. Le Guin's anthropological approach to world-building creates rich, believable cultures and civilizations that reflect on humanity's flaws and potential. In The Left Hand of Darkness, she imagines a world where inhabitants change gender as part of their natural life cycle, raising profound questions about identity, sexuality, and power structures. Le Guin's poetic writing and deep empathy for her characters make her stories not just intellectually stimulating, but emotionally resonant. Her work stands at the intersection of speculative fiction and social commentary, making her a must-read for anyone seeking depth in their science fiction. 6. William Gibson. Often credited with founding the cyberpunk genre, William Gibson's debut novel, Neuromancer, changed the face of science fiction forever. Set in a dystopian future where cyberspace dominates human interaction, Gibson's work explores the dark side of technology, corporate power, and virtual realities. Neuromancer introduced the concept of cyberspace years before the internet became a part of everyday life, making Gibson a prophetic voice in speculative fiction. His gritty, fast-paced prose and dystopian vision laid the groundwork for many of the cyberpunk themes we see in modern media. The blending of high-tech with societal decay, a hallmark of the genre, is evident throughout his work. Gibson's focus on the intersections of technology, capitalism, and identity has made him one of the most important and influential sci-fi writers of the last century, especially in how we think about the future of digital realities. 7. H.G. Wells. H.G. Wells is often regarded as one of the founding fathers of science fiction, and for good reason. His works like The War of the Worlds, The Time Machine, and The Invisible Man introduced many of the classic tropes and themes that have become central to the genre. Wells' ability to tackle grand ideas, time travel, alien invasion, invisibility, while grounding them in very human fears and concerns, helped establish science fiction as a serious literary genre. His visionary works also reflected social issues of his time, such as class disparity, colonialism, and human progress. Wells wasn't just speculating about technology, but used science fiction to ask moral and ethical questions about the future of humanity. His influence is profound, and many of his works remain not only relevant, but prophetic in their exploration of the dangers and potentials of scientific advancement. 8. Robert A. Heinlein. Robert Heinlein is arguably one of the big three science fiction writers, alongside Asimov and Clarke. He is known for his exploration of individualism, personal freedom, and societal structures. His novel, Stranger in a Strange Land, became a cultural touchstone in the 1960s, with its exploration of free love, religion, and what it means to be human. Heinlein was also a master of military science fiction, with Starship Troopers offering a controversial yet insightful look at duty, citizenship, and war. Heinlein's works often challenge societal norms, encouraging readers to question the status quo. His libertarian ideals shine through in his characters, who often grapple with issues of autonomy and governance. Heinlein's influence on the genre is enormous, and his ability to blend action-packed narratives with philosophical musings make his work a must-read for any sci-fi enthusiast. 9. Ray Bradbury. Ray Bradbury's contribution to science fiction is marked by his poetic writing and deep emotional resonance. Fahrenheit 451, his most famous work, is a dystopian tale about censorship, technology, and the loss of individual thought in a conformist society. Unlike many of his sci-fi contemporaries, Bradbury wasn't as focused on hard science or futuristic technologies. Instead, his stories often explored the emotional and psychological impacts of technological change. The Martian Chronicles, for example, is a series of interconnected stories that explore the colonization of Mars, not just as a technological achievement, but as a deeply human endeavor filled with hope, fear, and loss. Bradbury's works are timeless, often reflecting contemporary anxieties while questioning the role of technology in our lives. His lyrical prose and deep empathy for human emotion make him one of the most beloved sci-fi authors of all time. 10. Neal Stephenson. Neal Stephenson's work is marked by its complexity, combining intricate plotting with deep dives into technology, history, and culture. His breakthrough novel Snow Crash is a quintessential cyberpunk story, blending virtual reality, hacking, and linguistic theory in a high-paced adventure. Stevenson's ability to weave together disparate ideas, from cryptography in Cryptonomicon to nanotechnology in The Diamond Age, make his work intellectually stimulating and rewarding for readers who enjoy detail-rich narratives. Stevenson's novels often ask big questions about the future of humanity in the face of rapidly advancing technology. His writing delves into the intersection of technology, society, and individual agency, challenging readers to think about the consequences of scientific advancements. Stephenson is essential reading for those who love sci-fi packed with ideas and a sense of grand adventure, as his stories frequently tackle the future on both personal and global scales.